My name is Dr. Burhanu Arsi. I was born in Bali region, just a little bit southeast of here, and this is my first time to come back in 7 years.
You know, I just learned recently that in Amharic, Burhanu means his light. We met Burhanu for the first time in 2004 on a mission trip to Kenya. He was going to seminary in Dallas and attending our church. And over the years, he's become part of our family. His wedding, for example, my oldest son was best man. We served as his surrogate parents. Of course, when his son was born, we were there for the baptism. We've also come to share passionately his vision for returning to Ethiopia and starting Caris University. He wants to put it on the shores of Lake Lingano. That's about a 3-hour drive south of the capital of Addis Ababa. It's a good highway, beautiful lake, one of the few lakes in that part of the world you can actually swim in because it's free of bilharzia. That's a parasite that gets in through the skin.
We train Christian men and women with a vocation of nursing, agricultural engineering, and business entrepreneurs, by which they can make their own money and proclaim the gospel without needing the outsiders or Westerners' support.
My rational mind has been telling me all through this can't possibly work, but God just keeps putting the right people in front of us, like Paul Bertelsen. He's a Danish architect with a company called Masada.
Over the last couple of decades now, we have been responsible for the design and implementation of more than 750 projects. We have worked on more than 1,000 projects in something like 30 to 40 countries. It is all projects for churches or mission organizations.
I am just amazed at the doors God has opened on this project. We now have 15 acres overlooking the lake for the college site. It had been set aside for a mosque, but that project fell through. And we have nearly 4 acres of prime beachfront property to build a resort on, a cash generator potentially for the university, the money we earn from the resort helping to run the university.
By the grace of God, we have received 2 places, both for the university and for university resort. Amazing places.
Dr. Burhanu is not only planning on having a good business plan for how to get it started, because that is sometimes a shortcoming on projects like this, but he is also very, very keen on that there has to be a plan for sustainability of the project.
We envision maybe a farm, gas station, economic development that will benefit the community. That part of the world has one foot in the 21st century and the other firmly in the 18th, but it has amazing wildlife and people groups, a lot of tourism potential. Bird watchers from all over the world come, for example.
Caris University doesn't intend to be dependent on Western donors forever. That's not healthy. That's not scriptural as well. When we see the Apostle Paul, he was a tent maker, and we adopt his approach, be self-sustaining financially in 7 years. We have to be good stewards of God's gifts to us.
It's important that the right people are involved, and they have to be the right people, both locally as well as in the Western world. And it is exciting to have Dr. Burhanu here as an Ethiopian want to go back and do something for his own people.
You know, there's that old adage, if you give a man a fish, he eats for a day. You teach him to fish, he feeds himself for a lifetime. But if you just give him the economic power, he's not necessarily going to use that for good. You have to change his heart as well so that he's a benefit to the people around him.
We have in the United States so much more financially than people have out here. And if we are serious about sharing with each other, then we also have to share our financial resources.
When we see this project, it seems huge, and financially it's demanding. But I'm praying and I'm at peace that God is going to provide for His work.
I've already put a lot of my resources in this, but it's beyond anything I can do. Paul tells me we need $1 million to launch this project. It will be self-sustaining, but we need seed money to start it.
Together we can do it. And piece by piece, as God leads us, if we contribute, as God enables, we can do it. And as Ethiopian proverb says, spider nets united, they can tie up a lion.